Yo, people, it is JB Rex, and I am here for a new video. It will be what if Naruto ate the Hito-Hito no Mi model Buddha. Yeah, basically Sengoku's devil fruit. I know the devil fruit sounds boring and all, but I'm probably gonna give some buffs, so that yeah. So I believe people are not sure if dang. The Sengoku when he transforms is made of gold, but Naruto will be able to reach it. He will be in gold when he transforms. That means electricity, heat, or freezing, it don't affect him. So that's pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty sure water does nothing too, so that's even better, He's already immune to the five element. I mean, even wind, bro. Kind of, but you know what I mean. So he will kind of be able to store heat it's like the karma, but it's not really karma. It's just redirecting, well, storing heat or whatever. So we start off Naruto. And Naruto, just to state, has been hit with lightning a lot. Quite literally, bro. Whatever, bro. Has been hit by all of these, bro. He has them stored in his body. Remember, bro, that's like 4 years completely of just that. So it's a lot, and it's accumulating. So for a lifetime, like usual, Yep. And yeah, he probably will have the Sengoku's outfit, but not the hat, because it looks kind of goofy to me. Not the medals and all, just the normal outfit without any decorations and all. Alright. Maybe he can keep his watch. Yeah, that's that thing. Yeah, he can keep that. And Sengoku is like 10 feet tall, so he will be 10 feet tall, but not now, Okay, so start off as Naruto is running away from the villagers because he just beat up, Then go to the forest of death, sees multiple animals, just runs away, run like he's running for life, Villagers have stopped chasing him, but he's still running for life, because giant animals should be chasing him, So yeah. And he stays there for a couple of days, then he's hungry, And he sees a weird yellow golden, I guess, looking fruit, with swirls on it. So yeah. Then he eats it, and it tastes disgusting like usual. Then he gets memories of the fruit, from Sengoku, I know that enlightenment shit that people have been talking about. See, Buddha is wise, you know that Buddha is wise, So he's gonna get that enlightenment, quote unquote. Basically, bro, he's gonna have all chakra natures. He knows how to unlock his chakra. He knows everything about the ninja world, basically. And technically, he can have what style? Because I believe the Uzumakis, they're like they were part of the Senju clan, but they just got separated from it. I think that's yeah. That's that, bro. So he passes out because too much information, and he wakes up like 10 days later. He has been missing for a few days. People don't care literally. Then he comes back, and I don't know how tall the average 4-year-old here is, but 3 foot like a meter, quite literally a meter. I'm gonna be blunt with you, like 1 meter, that's the average height, or 0.99 centimeters. That's what I think, at least. So I'm gonna say now 3 meters. Now that's huge. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Like, bro, 180 centimeters is already a lot, bro. Okay, just let me search for something. Okay, so guys, he's gonna be like the height of the average, like 6-year-old. Yeah, I might do that. Comes back to the village. And he looks the same, but just taller. And his clothes got, the same, but not really, bro. Like, he has Sengoku's clothes now. And, like I said, except the medals and all that shit, I don't like that kind of, He still has the watch to look at the time, but yeah. And, yeah, I must say he does have the hat. It looks cool. I said it looked goofy, but it looks kind of cool when I think about it, Just walks around the village like that. And yes, his clothes adjusted to his height. I don't want him dragging some beautiful white clothes like this, on the ground, It's not good, so. Villagers, they try to do some shit, but aren't we just body flickers? Okay, just gotta wait, guys. So guys, I am back. Yes. Now we're gonna do a 2-year time skip. Naruto's now 6-year-old, and he's the height of the average 10-year-old. So he's taller than his classmates. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess I can make the first day less boring. So we go to Naruto. He walks to class, and honestly, bro, nobody has been questioning his clothes somehow, bro. Nobody has been questioning it, like, actually, bro. And yes, I'ma say, he can enchant, quote unquote. It's basically like make something better, Like a rusty kunai, he can make it like, it's not really restore, but just make it, better. It will still be a rusty kunai, but better, Like it will be as good as a good kunai, I can describe it, And yes, he knows his awakening. Not that huge Buddha statue that Sengoku did. That's not really his awakening, these magic circles, yeah? He's gonna have these behind me, but golden, And he will be able to shoot like the impact things from them. and he'll be able to grow 4 extra arms, so he'll have 6 arms in total. And yes, he can do the 3 heads, but he never does it because he's just weird. Like, actually, bro. For Zoro, it looks cool and all, but man, you know what I mean, right? And yes, he will still have the truth-seeking orbs when he's in it, blah blah blah, yeah. And yes, never mind. I don't want to go over that for now, so let's go. Basically, Iruka Sensei, he's like, well, students, we have a new student coming this year. And they're whispering out who it could be, you know? And Iruka says, enter. And Naruto, he enters, you know? Calmly, with a stern face, you know? He's not goofy no more. He's calm, you know? Iruka Sensei says, introduce yourself. And Naruto is like, my name is Naruto Uzumaki. And people are shocked. They're like, Naruto, the demon? There's no way. And yeah, he just not Eureka Sensei, he's like, Naruto, huh? Naruto nods, and Eureka Sensei, he says, well, Naruto, go sit next to Sasuke. And Naruto is like, well, Sasuke raises his hand, and Naruto sits next to him, you know. And when he sits down, you know that cape behind him, it removes itself, and the hat too. Yeah, so he just with the normal clothes, you know, yeah. And Naruto, he doesn't really talk to Sasuke, but he senses some hatred in him. And he's kind of suspicious, like, of what Sasuke is planning to do, you know. And he says in his head, I might talk to him later. He seems like a good person. He mustn't be hated like this, else he could go mad. And yeah, Eureka teaches his boring lessons like usual. Then yeah, we go back to time skip. 6 years. Naruto's 12. He's the height of an average adult, actually. Yeah, he's pretty tall for a 12-year-old. And yes, he still wears the same clothes as Sengoku. And people have tried. Like, he doesn't really want to hurt people. Like, if he has to, you know, he will, you know, he will clap you. But if he doesn't, you know, he really won't. Like, if it's a villager, he might let it slide, you know. But if it annoys him too much, bro, he's gonna show off and clap you. Like, not even gonna lie, actually, bro. So we go to the graduation exam. Rika Sensei is like, okay, for the first test, you must make 1 shadow clone each. And well, they all do clones, I guess. And now it's Naruto's turn. You know, people are whispering, thinking that he's gonna lose, you know, but well, he's not gonna graduate, but he makes like 100 clones, you know, 100 clones of him, and he transforms them into the. Now he makes a 4. Yeah, he makes 4 clones, and he transforms into the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Hokage. And people are shocked, you know, and Iruka Sensei is like, wow, Naruto, you pass. And Naruto, he nods, and he puts his headband, um, that one metal, that metal, like the place where the metals are, just attaches it there, and yeah, and he walks back, and go to the throwing test, Naruto, he gets 10 out of 10, first place like usual, and for the spars, pretty boring. Now we skip to Naruto versus Sasuke, and Sasuke's like, dope, I'm gonna beat you now, and Naruto, he's like, really, Sasuke? Now I want you to choose a number, 1, 2, or 3. Then Sasuke is like, yeah, 1. Then Naruto, he nods, and he starts glowing, like glowing. You can see it, and his top uniform, how Sengoku, yeah, like this, his top uniform, it does like the like Sengoku, and they just see his muscles and all, yeah, and he starts glowing like, and his skin turns golden, and Naruto, he's just like, you're lucky, Uchiha Sasuke. This is the first form of my special Genki Genkai, Buddha Genki Genkai. And Sasuke shocked, and then Iruka Sensei, he's shocked too, and he says, are you all ready? And Naruto, he nods, and yes, he doesn't grow, he's just normal height. Now Sengoku height, but not the huge one, just 10 feet tall. Yep, 10 feet tall. So yeah. And yes, his hat disappears, and his he still keeps his Admiral thing, and it turns golden with him, so yeah. And then Sasuke and Naruto doing it. They start fighting, and Naruto, without even doing hand sign, he says, Fireball Jutsu, Fireball Jutsu, and he just, not even hand sign, he just shoots the fire out of his mouth, and they're all shocked, and Sasuke, he's like, how? You didn't even do any hand signs. Then Naruto, he stays silent, and he says to Sasuke, I might teach you. Just have to meet me after school. And Sasuke nods, and they continue fighting, And Naruto, he's toying with him a little, and says, I haven't really been using my Genki Genkai really. Any ability from this power that I have. And Sasuke's shocked. He's like, what do you mean? And Naruto, he's like, he just puts his hand, like, how Gear 4 Luffy? Yeah, he puts his hand like this, but just like what he did with Whitebeard, but yeah. They just see, I'm gonna have to show you, cause just in the current, you put your fist back, and you just show your palm. Yeah, he does that, but he switches the both of them, and there's a shockwave. Oh yeah, a golden yellow transparent shockwave, and it hits Sasuke, and he's knocked out, literally, bro. And I don't think Sengoku has Haki. I'm not even sure if I should give him Haki, because honestly, bro, Haki's pretty OP. Like, Conqueror's Haki plus his shockwaves, bro, that would be really OP. But man, I'll think about it later. Okay, so yeah, never mind. He's gonna have Haki. Yep, but he doesn't use it. Only use Conquerors because it's the most useful, quite literally, and maybe Observation. Yeah, mastered Observation and mastered Conquerors. Yep, he doesn't really need Armament Haki because I mean, like, it's like he's already made of gold, so most things that don't affect him. And gold is pretty hard, you know. So yeah, he has it, but he doesn't really use it. And now yeah. Well, the class was shocked, absolutely shocked, to see that Sasuke-kun was defeated by the demon Naruto. So yep. Some of them started booing Naruto because he heard Sasuke-kun, and Naruto is like, calm down, because if you don't, I won't heal him. And they all shut the fuck up, literally, bro. Then he just goes to Sasuke, and a mini quote unquote shockwave. It's not really a shockwave, it's just a transparent bubble just appears, and it's more greener, And he puts it on Sasuke. He throws it at Sasuke, and it heals him completely. Now I know it's kind of. Now I said he has it. So he mastered every jutsu you can know. So like as an Uzumaki slash Senju slash Namikaze, but he knows every jutsu. But some of them he's not able to perform because he doesn't have the Sharingan or whatever. Like he can't perform Amaterasu because he doesn't have the Sharingan, But he knows you can do it. You know what I mean? Like he knows everything. It's basically like when you restart a game, like you know everything, but things are locked because you restarted, right? Yeah, you know what I mean. So he gets healed, and basically like he de-transforms and he goes back to normal, and yeah, his clothes will go back to normal too, and he just says, "Well then." Well, Sasuke wakes up, and he just says, "Did I lose?" And then Naruto is like, "Yes, you did, Uchiha." Then Sasuke, he's kind of mad, but then he remembers what Naruto said, and he calms down. He says, and Naruto says, "Well, Uchiha, follow me." Then they both go out, literally. And yes, Naruto is the rookie of the year, so yeah. So we go to Naruto, and Sasuke. They're on a random ass training ground, and Naruto he talks to Sasuke. He says, "Uchiha Sasuke, I sensed a lot of hatred in you, and I feel like it will waste your potential. So I want to know what happened to you. Then and what is your goal?" And no, and Sasuke he's like, "Well, my clan got massacred by my own brother, and I saw my parents. I saw him killing my parents, and Naruto he feels sad for him. Then he says, "So what is your goal?" Then Sasuke says, "My goal is to avenge my clan by killing my brother Itachi." And Naruto is like, "Oh no, so that's why. Well, you must change your goal before it's too late." And Sasuke's like, well, why? I must avenge my clan. And then Naruto is like, let me tell you something. I have been tortured by the villagers for who knows how long. I never had parents. I only lived on spoiled milk and spoiled bread and instant cup ramen for practically 12 years. But I never resented the village, did I? Then Sasuke, he feels bad for Naruto, like he actually does, like, and he knows that, and he sees that Naruto had a worse life than him. And he's like, you go, I can give you, let me tell you something. Have you ever thought about why he would do that? What if it was a mission? And what if you killed him without knowing the truth? And you were told the truth after? It will be already too late. You will be devastated. And you might kill yourself. That will be the end of you. And Sasuke, he nods his head, cause Naruto is saying facts, like, yeah. And then Naruto, he's like, look, now I'm gonna give you a new goal, Uchiha Sasuke. I don't know you, you don't know me, but let me give you a new goal. Find the reason why your brother killed your clan. Who did it? And if you find that person, you can kill him. I don't care. Because that person deserves to die. But just, find the true reason and find the true culprit behind all of this. And Sasuke nods, and Naruto, he examines Sasuke, and he sees that Sasuke is free from hatred. And Naruto is like, I need you to look into my eyes, Uchiha Sasuke. And Sasuke lifts his head up and looks into the eyes of Naruto. And Naruto puts him in the genjutsu of him having some super good memories. And Sasuke, he unlocks the One Tomoe Sharingan. And Naruto is like, so I was right. Then Sasuke, he sees that his eye kind of hurt. Well, he sees that his vision kind of red. He says, what happened to me? Why am I seeing red? Then Naruto, he's like, put more chakra into your eyes. And he does that. And he remembers the good memories, And he unlocks the 3 Tomoe. Then, and Naruto is like, wow, perfect, Uchiha Sasuke. Congratulations, you have officially unlocked the 3 Tomoe Sharingan. You are officially the first Uchiha to have unlocked your Sharingan through positive emotions. Then Sasuke, his eyes widen, He's like, wait, I have my Sharingan? And I got it from positive emotions? I thought it would only happen if, a strong emotion. It can be anything, but the strongest emotion is hatred. Hate. Then, no. Naruto is like, yes, you are right. It is the easiest way to unlock the Sharingan, but the most painful way. And as you see, this is what your brother wanted. He wanted you to unlock power through hatred. But it was the wrong thing to do. And now I, Naruto Uzumaki, have helped you. And I will be helping you. I will be training you. Because I feel like you are the strongest and you deserve to be trained by me. And Sasuke not. And the next they should go back home and now they're friends basically. Well, not really. Naruto, they're more like master student, but friends, I guess. So basically yeah, and next day they go to the academy, and the teams are the same exactly. And Sakura is still trash, but she will change eventually. And um well, basically they wait for their team, for their senseis. And Naruto he says, Sasuke, Sasuke. And Sasuke he's like, yes, Naruto. And Sakura she's surprised because Sasuke usually calls him dope, And Naruto is like, I need you to meditate. And then Sasuke he knows and he does that. And Sakura is about to talk. But Naruto he just nods his head no. And she shuts up. And he basically meditates. Um um Basically blue electricity glows around him. And Naruto he's like, so I knew it. I knew it. So you do indeed have a special Genkai too. Then Naruto he slightly taps Sasuke on the shoulder and he tells him to stop. And Sasuke stops him and he's like, Naruto, what was that? Then Naruto is like, you, Sasuke Uchiha, have been blessed with the power of thunder. You are now thunder. But now are thunder. Lightning. You are made of lightning. You can control lightning. You are lightning. Then Naruto he starts glowing and he touches Sasuke's forehead. Just like how Itachi did. And Sasuke gets information, and he passes out. And Sakura is about to talk. But Naruto he glares at her and he's like, please Sakura, it's for him. It's for the better of him. If you really plus I have an advice for you. And Sakura she says, what is it, demon? And Naruto he sighs and he says, if you really want Uchihas, they like power. So if you really want Sasuke to acknowledge you or even love you, you must get strong. Right now you're just annoying. And you almost disturb his training, his awakening of his true power. Right now you are weak, Sakura. And that must change. Then Sakura she starts crying. But then Naruto he senses something inside of her. And basically like when she cries, basically um he senses that she has a lot of strength, and a weird thingy appears on her. A weird thing appears on her forehead, and he's like, so you have the strength of Tsunade Senju, huh? Looks like I can help you with that too. Then he pats Sakura on the head, and she's still crying, and he touches her forehead too, and she passes out too. Then they both wake up at the same time, and they're like, they both get on their knees, and they're like, "Thank you very much, Naruto." Um, man. And then yeah, they both say that, and Naruto is like, don't sweat it. Then Sasuke and Sakura, they're like, can we call you big brother, even though you're the same age as us? You're kind of taller, so you look older. And Naruto is like, he's taken aback by that, and he sheds a tear, and he says, "Very well then, he can call me big brother." And they both hug him, and they call him, "Thank you, big brother Naruto." Well, big bro Naruto. And he laughs, and they both get on his shoulders, and the sensor arrives, and finally, and um well, I'm so sorry, bro. Basically, so I want to specify something. Sasuke, he has the power of the Gorogoro no Mi, which is the lightning fruit, or whatever. And for Sakura, she had the strength fruit, I guess. Nah, she has the strength of Tsunade. But Naruto will teach her the no these sex. Oh my god, the 6 techniques. The iron body, iron body. Yeah, he's just gonna teach you the iron body, because the iron body Kempo that was used by Jabra, the wolf dude, during the Annie's lobby arc. Yeah, that dude. Well, yeah, basically that's what we use, and yeah, we basically should have a super hard body, like no sus shit. Like her body will be as hard as iron. So shurikens and all that shit, it don't affect her. Yeah, unless it's powerful enough. And yes, when she punches, she can create shockwaves, quite literally. And oh, and yes, Sasuke and Sakura. Well, Sasuke got the Admiral coat, but tips blue, like the Kuzan. Basically, got the same outfit as Kuzan, and she got Sakura. She got basically the same outfit as Akainu, but pink, and for women. So yeah, and finally we go to the them introducing themselves, and their body flickered. Well, not really. It looks like their body flickered, but Sasuke just went on the ground, and just turned into lightning, went to the ground, and just spawned back. Sakura, she's just too strong, and it looks like he's teleported, and Naruto just body flickered. He can do that, so yeah. Then yeah, the Kakashi Sensei, he tells them to introduce themselves. They do that. Sakura, she's not like this. Like, she says her dream is to become the strongest Kunoichi. Her likes are Naruto and Sasuke, and her dislikes. She doesn't really have any dislikes. Sasuke, his goal is to find out why his brother killed his clan, and who was the real culprit. And his likes are Naruto and Sakura. Sakura, she kind of blushes, and he doesn't really have any. He doesn't really have any dislikes. And Naruto, he says his goal is to become the Hokage, to make the village respect him, and to bring peace into the shinobi world. And yeah. Then the thing Kakashi tells them to Naruto is like, Kakashi Sensei, I sense something very similar. Oh, Kakashi Sensei, would you mind telling us, why do you have the Sharingan? And then Kakashi's eyes widen, and he's like, an old friend died and gave it to me. And Naruto is like, well, I can duplicate these eyes for you. And I can make you become a full-blooded Uchiha so that you may control the Sharingan. Do you accept? Then Kashi is like, are you for real, kid? Then Naruto, he's like, yes, I am. Then he's like, if you can, please do it. Then Naruto does just that. He makes Kakashi a full-blooded Uchiha. And now Kakashi has two Sharingan, two Kamui Sharingans, I think it's called. And he can deactivate them. He doesn't keep his headband, weirdly in him. Well, he still does, but because he looks cool, but that's it. Then yeah. And Naruto, he thanks Kakashi, he thanks Naruto, and yeah. Then we go Kakashi explained about bell tests and all, blah blah blah, and Naruto like, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to do good things with your power, Sasuke. Sakura, you too, but I will make you learn a special technique called the Iron Body, which will make your muscles 10 times as hard as iron, and yes, you'll still be able to move. I don't want any. That also means that kunai can't hurt you. Kunais can hurt you. Then Sakura, she nods, and Sasuke he's like, well, why don't you teach me that, big bro Naruto? Then Naruto is like, well, you're pretty much intangible. Nobody can touch you unless you allow them. so you don't really need it. Then Sasuke takes a kunai and he stabs his hand with it, but he sees that there's a hole in his hand, but it starts regenerating with lightning, and he's like, oh, I see. Oh, that's really overpowering. And Naruto's like, oh, I know, right? And he laughs, and they all laugh, you know. Then Sasuke's like, well, do you have a house we can live with you into? And well, at least me. Then Naruto is like, well, I can make one. Then they're like, their eyes spark, and they're like, really? Then um yes, Naruto is gonna be able to make shit. So then Naruto says yes, and basically yeah. So Sakashi informs her parents of this, and they're not really happy about it, but they let it slide because the Uchiha is there. So yeah. And yeah. Then basically Naruto is like, well, I want you all to confess to each other, you know? And then Sasuke and Sakura, they blush and they're like, what do you mean, big bro? And Naruto is like, oh, I know you both like each other. And Sasuke is like, you like me, Sakura? You still like me, Sakura? After all I did to you? Then Sakura, she nods and he blushes. And basically, Sasuke, he goes in front of her, lifts her chin up, and kisses her. And Naruto, he's like, oh, that would be a good picture. You know, he does his hand in the picture thing, and he takes a picture. I know it sounds ridiculous, but he does. And yeah. Or I guess he just speed draws, you know? Takes paper, crayons, and all. Speed draws, you know? The moment. So yeah. And he puts it in a thing, yeah. And he makes a picture of all of them. And he basically, yeah. They go to their house after that. Yeah. And the house, it just says Team 7 HQ. Yeah. And the place is kind of huge, so yeah. They have training grounds and all that shit. So yeah. And it is in an alternate dimension that only well, basically is in a yeah, Sasuke has space time ninjutsu, so he has the Kamui, I guess. And no. Buddha house, yes. Naruto has space time ninjutsu because you know how Zeno has his god house? Yeah, he can make something like that too. Where's the Buddha house, I guess. So his house is there, basically a floating island. Only him, Sakura, Sasuke, and any other person he allows can enter it. No one else. So yeah. But you know, they train Sakura and all, blah blah blah. So yeah. And they wake up the next day, they go. The bell test, and right when Naruto already explained the bell test to them, so they know it's about teamwork. So yeah. Then they start the bell test, and Kakashi, you know, he's about to take his buck out, and they both all rush at him, like at incredible speed. Sakura punches his leg, breaking it. Sasuke electrocutes his arm, making him unable to use his arm. And Naruto just takes the bells. That's it, bro. And he passes the bells to his the two siblings. Well, his two quote unquote siblings, you know. So yeah. Then yeah. Then yes, high fives both of them. And yeah. And then Kakashi's like, well, you gonna heal me or something? Don't you have some healing jutsus? And Naruto says, Sakura, you can do that, right? Then he nods, you know, and he heals him like super fast, like 290 times 100 times fast, you know. Yeah. Then he gets healed instantly, and then you're like, well, you'll pass. And I might tell the Hokage to give you some more missions. And then the envoy appears, and he's like, Naruto Uzumaki, the council has requested your presence. Naruto's like, he sighs, you know, and he says, he opens a portal, and he says, well, little siblings, go to the Team 7 HQ house. I'll be back, okay? Then they have a worried expression, and Naruto, he just hugs them both, and he says, he'll be fine, okay? Then they both nod, and Naruto, he body flickers in the council room, and he's like, well, council. Hello, council. Hello, Lord Third. You have requested my presence. Then he sits down, you know. Then when he sits down, he's still taller than when he sits down. And yes, he has removed his head disappeared, and his admiral clothes too, you know. So yeah. Then the third Hokage says, well, council, what is this meeting about? Then yeah, guys, I gotta go a little wait. So I believe I last left off where yeah, the council were about to say well, this meeting is about your power, demon. Then Naruto, you're like, okay, what about my power? Then they're like, you must give it to the Uchiha. Then Naruto is like, sadly I can't do that, or else he will die. Then they're shocked and they're like, you must be lying. Then Naruto, he creates a hologram. And they're like, what is this tool? And he's like, this is a hologram. This will show you what will happen if I give my power to Uchiha Sasuke. And basically puts it on the table. And they see Naruto plucking his hair, basically transferring his power to Sasuke. After that, after he finished transferring his power, falls on his knee, and basically in the hologram he says, well, this power is now yours, Sasuke. Then he's happy and all, but then after that he explodes. And the council are horrified, you know, and they're like, this will happen if you give your power to the Uchiha? Then Naruto says, yes. And Naruto is like, plus, the Uchiha is already powerful. I have made him unlock his true potential. They're like, what do you mean, demon? What do you do to him? Then Naruto says, well, he has already unlocked his 3 Tomoe Sharingan. And plus, I just found out that he is the embodiment of lightning. He can become lightning. He can conjure lightning. He can control lightning. He is lightning. And they're all shocked, you know? And the Sakura's mom, she's like, "What about my daughter? She always disappears with you. She seems more calm around with Shiha. Did you make her lose interest in him?" Then they'll glare at him, you know, and he's like, "Well, actually, they're together now." And they're all shocked. They're like, "What?" And plus, I have unlocked her true potential too. She now has 3 times the power of Tsunade Senju, which can literally, which means she can break mountains with her fists. And plus, her body is as hard as iron, so kunais won't work on her. And plus, she has the 100 healing seal, which can heal anyone in an instant. Then, they are like, "Demon, how did you do it?" Then, Naruto basically shows them a transparent golden ball and says, "The power of enlightenment. It is the true power of the Buddha, the one who is wise, the one who has known, who has transcended beyond humanity's level of intelligence, the one who knows everything. I have given them some enlightenment about their power, about themselves, and what they could truly do." Then they're all like, "So you're the wise one?" And Naruto, he's like, "Yes. Plus, I am not really a quote unquote demon. You see, the only reason why the Nine Tails attacked happened is because a certain Uchiha has decided that it will be good for revenge to put the Nine Tails in a Genjutsu and make it attack the village." And they're all shocked, you know, and they're like, and then here's and he's like, "How do you know that, Naruto boy?" Then he's like, "Enlightenment. Lower third, enlightenment." Now, if you don't believe me, let me show you something. And he shows a picture of little Obito, and he's like, "This is Obito Chiha." And he shows them him getting crushed, half crushed by his head half crushed, you know. So then they saw him give his Sharingan to Kakashi, and this is Kakashi's best friend, Obito Uchiha. And he's the reason why Kakashi has the Sharingan. And they're even more shocked. And one of them asks, "What does it have to do with the attack?" Then he shows them a picture of Ren. And Obito, Naruto, he's like, "This is Ren, the girl Obito loved." And they show him Obito speaking to an old man. And they see, this is Obito, whom is alive, actually, survived that, and was rescued by none other than the ghost of the Uchiha, Madara. Then they're even more shocked, you know? And they're like, "Continue." And basically they just see Ren jumping in front of Kakashi's Chidori, and they see Obito seeing this, and they see that they like, yeah, and they're like, "Oh, so that's why, huh?" Then Naruto, he nods, and he says, "Plus, it's only half of the Nine-Tailed still inside of me. The rest is still inside the fourth Hokage." Then they're like, and have the yang half, which bear a lot of hatred. But I managed to enlighten it, and now it has become more peaceful, you could say. And he basically summons Kurama, but in a small form, his cute form. And they're like, that's the Nine Tails? And Naruto is like, yes, it actually is. But man, it's not really terrifying. Then he's about to continue, and then not Kurama. He's like, Naruto, if you say one more word about me being cute, I will end you. Then Naruto is like, Kurama, calm down. I mean, you are cute, aren't you? Then Kurama is like, shut up. Then he just goes back into Naruto, and yeah, Naruto is like, well, anything else? Oh, and before that, let me tell you something, Third Hokage. You are the Hokage. So what is the meaning of this? Why are civilians controlling you? I don't understand. And then he looks down at him and he's like, I'm too old for this. And then Naruto is like, oh, so it's age, huh? Then Naruto, he just throws a green ball at Hiruzen, and they see the Hiruzen is starting to get younger, back to his prime, and Naruto, he's like, Naruto boy, how am I back to my younger age? And he's like, well, age was the problem, so I solved it. And now you must promise me that you will not let people control you, no matter what. And then he nods, and Naruto is like, well, if this is it, then bye. Also, Dons of Shimura, just know that Uchiha Sasuke is coming from you, and he will murder you. And he looks at him with a cold glare, which is pretty surprising to the others, And they're wondering what exactly did Danzo do, So yeah. And Naruto just body flickers to his to the god house basically. And yeah. He saw his Sasuke and Sakura playing there, Well, not really playing, but kissing it and making out on the couch, And they're about to do something. Sakura was about to give Sasuke the Gok 3000, She's about to put their pets down, and Naruto appears, and he's like, oh, come on. Not in the living room. Stop making me feel single. And then Naruto starts fake crying, And they're like, big boy Naruto. Could you please forget about that? Naruto is like, I'll let it slide, And they all sigh, And Naruto is like, you can do that, but please do that in your bedroom. It's soundproof. I made sure of it. And they all nod and smile, and they hug Naruto, and they're like, thank you, big bro. And Naruto, he sheds a tear of joy, and he's like, well then, good night. And please don't be too loud. Then they both, look at him menacing, like he just runs, and they try to chase after him, but he just body flickers, And they just go to their room, and they have a sweet night, with a lot of sound in it. Yeah. No, though he heard kind of a little, so couldn't really sleep, but he did finally sleep, got 3 hours of sleep, so yeah. And then we go to 1 week later. Sakura has mastered the Iron Body Tempo. Yeah, basically she mastered that, and it's now natural to her. And yeah. Now when we go to the missions, they don't do direct missions. They do the Tazuna missions immediately. They have no need for that no more. And now yeah. Um, then um I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. Like actually, bro. Basically, they get the Tazuna mission. They go, and Naruto he sees a puddle, and he's like, Sasuke, would you mind electrocuting that? And Sasuke not, and he just electrocutes, and the brothers they come out, but burn, And Naruto is like, I can take information from them, and he takes information from them, and they wake up and they're like, please forgive us. We only did it for because we want to do it for our families. And Naruto is like, you're lucky that it's me. Now go and never come back. And they both nod and they go. And Naruto says, as much as I hate to do that, they were good people. They don't deserve to die. And they all nod and they just continue. And they see Zabuza, And Naruto is like, look, Zabuza of the Mist. I know you're here and I know you're just doing this for money. So please, just stop it. You can come to the Leaf Village and make money yourself. Zabuza, he's like, are you serious? Then Naruto, he's like, look, I can arrange things with the Hokage to make you a ninja. So please, just give yourself up. You and your apprentice, well, sidekick, I guess. Then Zabuza, he calls Haku and he's like, are you serious, kid? Then Naruto is like, look, I will give you a protection, a protection, a heavenly protection from myself. And he basically touches both of them, and they both glow, and they're like, what's that? And Naruto is like, this is a barrier. Nobody will be able to touch it except me and both of yourselves. And Zabuza he thanks Naruto, and they just go to they basically follow him. And yeah, and they go to the Tezuna village, and who he makes shadow clones. The dude he makes Sasuke makes lightning clones. Sakura she just carries the heavy stuff. And the bridge is done faster, way faster. And Naruto he's like Inari tells things about how his father died and all. And Naruto he's like, I guess I can help this kid. And he basically tells in order to show him the grave of his father. Naruto is hesitant, but after a little while, he just does it. And basically Naruto his hands shine, and the grave of Inaru is that shine too, and basically Inaru's dad rises from the grave, but he's like, that took a lot out of me. And Naruto has a huge pool of chakra and all, but it still doesn't really have an end. But you know what I mean. So yes, he knows Edo Tensei. I mean, obviously, bro. Like, why wouldn't you, bro? And he uses his Buddha form so that he wouldn't really have too much side effects, I guess. So yes, he did Edo Tensei, and yeah. Then and now he hugs Naruto. And he's like, Thank you, Naruto. Thank you, big bro Naruto. Thank you. And he's crying and hugging him, and Naruto is like, "It's fine, kid. It's fine. I'm happy to see that you're happy." And Naruto's like, he's like, "Thank you, ninja. Thank you, young man. And thank you for making me be able to see my family again. The effect is temporary, isn't it?" And Naruto is like, "It is normally, but then he touches Naruto's father, and he's completely restored with no cracks and all." And Naruto is like, "Now you're fully alive." And Naruto's that he cries, he's like, "Thank you very much, young man. You don't know how much this means to me." And yes, the wife of, the Inaru's mother basically kisses her husband, he's like, thank you," and she bows repeatedly, and yeah. They just go back to the Leaf Village. And Naruto, he introduces Zabuza and Haku and why they did their shit. And Kokage just gives them the leaf headband and all. So yeah, they're not good. And Naruto is yet to find a woman, He's yet to find a woman, bro. So Kakashi tells them about the tuning exams. And then, they know they don't need to train, And Naruto is like, "Well, I'm gonna go outside the village. Maybe I'll find some new things about the world. Plus, the training exam's in a month. So, do you guys want to come or no?" And no, Sasuke and Sakura, they just like, "We'll go with you and big bro Naruto." And they pack their things, and they teleport outside the village. And yes, they inform the Hokage and also, yeah. Then they go around, around. And they just see a girl. A girl that is quite tall, I guess. And he's being bullied by kids, being picked on. Her name will be Emma, bro. Yep. Emma. Bro, let me think of a name, bro. Her name will be Emma. Charlotte Emma. And basically, female category, bro. I know it sounds kind of weird and all, but no. Charlotte's moosey, bro. Yeah, Charlotte's moosey's quite tall and all. Just wait a minute. Never mind. Her name will be Nico Robin. Yep. I know the ship sounds not the best, but alright, so she's gonna be like almost the same height as him. Yeah, just like if same height as him, like just a little, like a head less taller. So yeah. He sees her getting bullied and he doesn't like that, and he feels a connection towards her, and he basically chases the bullies away. And Naruto he asks, "Oh girl, what is your name?" And he says, "Her name is Nico Robin." Now he stands up and he sees that, and he says, "Oh, you're quite tall, aren't you?" Then she says, "Oh, you're quite handsome, aren't you?" Then Naruto blushes and she blushes too, And now Sasuke and Sakura, he's like, "Oh, has Big Naruto finally found a girlfriend?" And he blushes even more, and Nick Robin blushes too, And yeah, basically, we time skip to when they go back. Robin and him, they started dating, I guess. They're together now. And now, yes, Nick Robin lives with them in the house thing, the Buddha house. So yeah. Then you go to when the exam finally begins, and yes, Naruto has helped her master the power of her devil fruit, and yes, she has learned Soru, Iron Body, Tempo, like Kempo, whatever it's called, with Sakura, and she has armament hockey. She has armament hockey. And now you know how Katakuri forms like donuts and arms come out of them? She can do that too, but they just like she forms like quote unquote donuts, but from arms and all. And yeah, she can make, yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah. And she has like she mastered armament hockey. So yeah. She has the advanced armament hockey too. But she mostly uses the normal one. So yeah. And then she also mastered Conqueror's hockey because she doesn't really want her clothes to get hit too. So yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah. And yeah, she has been introduced by Naruto to the Hokage, so she's a leaf ninja too. So yeah. To the Chunin exams. First part is pretty boring. Lee asks for a fight, but Sasuke destroys him. Literally, bro. So yeah. Then they see to the Genjutsu because they're smart. So yeah. And then yeah. They yeah, blah 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 blah. Now we go to the second part, the Force of Death thing. Orochimaru, Naruto, yeah, Orochimaru, he still bites Sasuke with the curse mark and all, but Sasuke Naruto just heals him. Nah, never mind. It just passes through him because he's made of lightning, so it don't work. Yeah, it don't work. So yeah. Then yeah. They still haven't met Gara actually. So yeah, then they get first. Well, they see Gara and all, and then Naruto he says that he's in Jinchuriki too, and he's like, "You red-haired boy, you are the Jinchuriki of Shukaku, the One Tails, aren't you?" Then Gara he's like, Shukaku inside of Gara he's like, Kurama, the Jinchuriki of Kurama. Then Gara he nods and Naruto he's like, seems like you haven't slept for days, haven't you? Then God starts getting aggressive, you know. Naruto he just talk no jutsu. Shukaku hears that too, and he comes down to he gets pacified, you know. But now Gaara and Shukaku are friends. Boom. And then yeah. Naruto touches Gaara's forehead and he glows a little, and then he doesn't have his eye bags anymore. Like he's normal now, and he can control the One Tails now. And he hugs Naruto and he's like, thank you so much, Naruto. And now he pats his head and he's like, it's fine, anything for a fellow Jinchuriki. And he wipes his tears away, and Yeah. So now, yeah. Now I'll go to the 1v1, the preliminaries, I guess. And all the same fight, they're the same, except for Sakura versus Ino. Ino, bro, she gets annihilated, bro. Sakura one punches her, like, boom. Lee versus Gaara. Lee still loses, but Gaara doesn't break his leg and all. No. For Kiba versus Naruto. Naruto claps him. No difficulty, literally, bro. I think it was Sasuke versus like a random father character, bro, that literally don't matter. Yeah. And Sasuke won, obviously, like, bro. Other matches, they're kind of useless. So, yeah. Now, and Robin versus a random ass person. I'm gonna say Choji. She claps Choji because she just spawns hands out of the ground, and they just clap him, like, literally. So it's like easy. And then yeah. Then well, basically the Robin and thing, they're holding hands, and they just go to the god house, and yeah, Sasuke can go there. Sasuke and Sasuke, they can go there by themselves too. They don't need the help of Naruto no more. And Sakura and Sasuke, well, they come, they hear some moaning from the room, Sakura, they come, they hear moaning in one of the rooms, and they're like, looks like Big Brother and Big Sister are going at it again. Well, we should too, shouldn't we? And they both smirk at each other, and Sasuke just TPs there, and they start doing that shit too. Yep. I might do an 18 plus next part. Never know. Hey. Just like my latest video. Yeah. We go to the time skip to the 1 month. And that was the true third part. First match, Neji versus Thing. And Hinata doesn't love Naruto, so yeah. And Neji, he talks about his destiny bullshit, and Naruto, he doesn't like that, And he one taps Neji, bro. That's simple, And then yeah. Then second match, I think it was Gaara versus Sasuke, actually, bro. No. Shikamaru lost. I'll make it Temari versus Sakura instead of 10-10. Or Shikamaru, blah blah blah. So yeah. And Sakura, she just punches the air, and there's a giant shockwave heading towards Temari, and it hits her and she gets knocked out. That simple. Third match, Sasuke versus Gaara. Sasuke wins because Gaara's sand turns into glass, so he can't really move. And then yeah, fourth match, like I don't even know, bro. Basically, the winners become tuning, bro. Yeah, there's a lot of people become tuning, and also who cares? The Konoha Crush. Like Orochimaru thought that Gaara would lose control and all, but Gaara didn't. And now, and Gaara, by the way, he informed Naruto about the Konoha Crush. So it still happens, but he was saying he claps Orochimaru, and he doesn't use he seals Orochimaru. He doesn't use the Reaper Death Seal, but he seals him inside of jaw perfectly. Not just his arm and all. He seals him perfectly. You see, it was in his prime, so yeah. And Gaara becomes the Kazekage, and blah blah blah, you know. So yeah. Now and yes, the Sound Ninjas, bro, they get sent back to the Sound Village. So yeah. And then yeah, blah 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 blah. Then after that, you know, the village was barely destroyed, barely, bro, barely. And so yeah. Then after that, you know, they're just chilling, you know, and yeah, I'm gonna end it here because yeah. So yeah. Then please, if you want, like, subscribe and share with your friends, and bye bye.